Are you sick of spending money on Facebook ads only to attract bargain hunters who ghost you the second you mention your prices? I'm going to show you a way to book real high-paying clients without running ads, without praying for the SEO gods to rank you or trying to go viral on Instagram. I call it the 7-11-4 framework. It's a simple strategy I teach my students, and in fact, they're using it right now to fill their calendars with $1,000 plus sessions. This idea originally comes from Daniel Priestley, and I love the way he describes it and breaks it down in his book. By the way, I'm Sarah Petty, founder of Photography Business Institute. I teach portrait photographers how to run a profitable business without sacrificing their family or their weekends. Before I tell you about the 7-11-4 framework, I want to explain quickly why Facebook ads are not the best strategy for portrait photographers to get right fit clients. Here's why. Number one, you have to have really good discounts to get results. So to get people's attention, you have to offer huge discounts, which means we're attracting bargain hunters. These bargain hunters aren't actually right fit clients. The clients you actually want to work with will see those massive discounts and just assume you're cheap and that you're low quality. Number two, you have to be a really good copywriter and graphic designer. Listen, when you're running ads on Facebook, you're competing with, the world's greatest marketers, Coca-Cola, Spanx, all the beer companies. Listen, without excellent copywriting skills or an understanding of graphic design trends, your ads scream, I was done by an amateur, right? Look, I don't run ads for my own studio because there are easier and much less expensive ways to book dream clients. And number three, you have to babysit your ads all day long. Facebook ad costs fluctuate every minute of the day. So if you aren't constantly paying attention, Facebook can quickly spend your entire budget on low quality leads that aren't even bookable. And listen, when you're discounting, you're shouting into the void. And now the void wants a discount. So forget Facebook ads, because I'm going to tell you what to do instead. It's a 7-11-4 method, and it's so much easier, and it actually costs you nothing. Using my 7-11-4 method, one of my students, Jess Curran, she's a mom of 3 kids from Driggs, Idaho, itty bitty town, was able to get her first big client with an order over $5,000 from her best friends who were visiting for Thanksgiving. And Sarah Gardner, a single mom living in a tiny town in Maine, photographed a woman who was going through some personal growth things, and Sarah knew her from a bartending job where her client was a regular. Sarah sold her over $15,000 of her photography services. This method helps you go from burned out and guessing to booking dream clients consistently with the zero ad spend. This is how my students are building 5 and even 6-figure photography businesses, one amazing client at a time. So here's how the 7-11-4 framework breaks down. 7 hours, 11 interactions, 4 different locations. So let's walk through each one so you can start applying it today. Let's start with 7 hours. If someone spends about 7 hours with you, even across days or weeks or months or years even, they'll start to feel like they know you and trust you. So we want to speed up that 7 hours if we can. And listen, it doesn't have to be 7 hours at once. You're not inviting them over for a 7-hour coffee date. But if you start to think about situations where you're hanging out for a long time with people, you might be surprised how you're overlooking huge opportunities here. Back when my kids were younger in high school and college, I was spending hours, in fact, weekends at volleyball tournaments, and I was serving on the art fair board when they were even much younger, basically showing up and spending the entire 3-day weekend working together with other entrepreneurs and really cool people in my city. But there are also little minutes, right? 15 minutes chatting at school pickup, 45 minutes sitting next to a parent at a long PTA meeting, an hour together before volunteering at a fundraiser or working in the football concession stand every week, a few more minutes running into them at the grocery store, which, by the way, I challenge you to make it a personal core value that anytime You see someone that you think you know, go say hello. Don't ditch them and duck down in the aisle at the grocery store. Walk up and say hello. Maybe you go to a chamber event. There's another 30 minutes, right? So it's a little here, it's a little there, and before you know it, you're gonna hit 7 hours faster than you think. Now, when I say be seen, I don't mean post more on Instagram. I mean be seen in real life. The best thing you can do is go hang out where your dream clients are already spending time. And if you're spending all of your days sitting at the computer by yourself in your office, you've got to get out there. Yes, even if you're an introvert. I have so many introverted students who have made this work because they make it a practice of talking to people when they run into them, and then they can go back to their introvert cave. Here's some places you might already be going. Pilates or workout class. And yes, I get that it isn't inexpensive, but do you think the people in the reformers next to you doing Pilates might be an excellent client who has disposable income? I just started going last year to Pilates, and sitting in the room with me, there are 10 reformers. There's a surgeon, there's a top plastic surgeon in town, there's a lawyer, there's a CPA, there's some stay-at-home moms, and every single car in the parking lot is way nicer than mine. Just saying. If you're going to church, if you're hanging out at school events and you have school-age kids or grandkids, any place your kids are involved, like sports, gymnastics, dance, and if you don't have kids, go with your friend who does. Here's what matters. You want to show up as the same you every time, right? Let's say someone sees you at the gym and you're in workout clothes, and then they see you in your nice clothes at church, and then you're in your casual clothes at your kid's soccer game. You may be dressed differently, but the key is that they can see and hear and know that you're the same person in each situation. As in the way you engage with other people, the words out of your mouth, your overall attitude. If you're warm and kind and, all right, let's admit, somewhat put together each time, they'll start to think, wow, she's so friendly. I like her. I trust her. That's what we want. So if they meet you at a business event and you're acting very professional, and then you run into them somewhere else and you're behaving badly, screaming at someone, getting in drama, that sends mixed messages and it breaks trust. People want to do business with someone who's the same everywhere they show up, even though your clothes are different. And listen, you don't need to be perfect. Just be yourself, be consistent, be kind, be helpful, and be you. I know specifically one client that I've had over the years who became my client when we were working on the art board over 20 years ago. I've spent all of these years photographing his 3 children as they've grown up, and now I'm photographing his grandchildren. And over the years, we've become friends. He's my financial advisor, and he's referred me to other amazing clients. So all those good feels came from that one activity where I was spending more than 7 hours with people at the art fair. Okay, so that 7 in 7-11-4 is about showing up, letting people see you being you in real life over time. That's when trust starts to grow. Next is 11 interactions in the 7-11-4, which means interacting with someone 11 times. And no, it doesn't mean you have to sit down and have a deep conversation every time. An interaction can be small. It can be a wave in the school line when you're dropping off your children. It can be bumping into them in the grocery store. Hey, how was your weekend? It can be a little comment on their Facebook post, or saying hello at the gym instead of pretending you don't notice them. Sharing a laugh at a fundraiser, making the effort at a softball game or a golf fundraiser to walk out of your way to say hello. It's those little moments that build something big. It's trust, yes, but something else that you can't put a price on, we call it TOMA, which is top of mind awareness. The brain starts to think, I see her all the time. I know her. I like her. I trust her. Let's say there's a mom at your daughter's dance class. The first time you smile, the second time you both laugh at something cute that happened, as you were walking in. The third time you compliment her sweater. The fourth time she asks you what you do and you mention you help families decorate their homes with artwork of the people they love. The fifth time she says, we've actually been thinking about getting new photos done. You didn't sell her, you just showed up again and again, and these interactions stack up. That's the power of 11. And here's the tip. Don't force it, don't fake it. You're not pitching, you're just being present. You're staying top of mind. And the last is 4 locations. Here's where the real magic happens. Most people need to see you in 4 different places before they feel a strong enough bond to take the next step. Why? Because when you show up in multiple settings and you're the same warm, trustworthy, normal, confident person, in all of them, it builds trust faster. So let's say they see you at church chatting with friends after service. Then at the grocery store, you're juggling milk and you're friendly and you say hello. And then at your daughter's school event, cheering on the kids. And later that week, you comment on their Facebook post with something thoughtful. That's 4 touch points, mostly in person, 1 online. This mix of real life and digital interactions actually builds trust even faster because they're seeing you as the same genuine person everywhere you go. You're not pitching. There was no sales pressure. You were just present. You were kind, you were real, you're showing up consistently. And now when they think we should get some new family portraits created or whatever they're saying, you're the first person they think of. So let's quickly recap your 7-11-4 game plan for booking right fit clients. 7, show up where your dream clients already are so that you have spent at least 7 hours together. 11, build real connection through at least 11 short, meaningful interactions. And 4, stay top of mind with 4 different touchpoint locations. You don't need ads. You don't need discounts. You just need to show up, connect, and follow through intentionally. When you use this strategy consistently, it creates a steady stream of bookings from people you already know, like, and trust you. Now that you know how to book clients without Facebook ads, let me show you how to spot those life moments and confidently offer your photography as the solution. Click right here to watch the portrait marketing secret that gets you bookings. And I'll walk you through real examples and outreach ideas so you can start booking dream clients this week.